right, I'm at an 1883 Victorian. I got permission on this property. It's not really big, but there's definitely some front yard to it. I think it's a beautiful house here. There's a little side yard, big front yard. Let's see what we can get on this property. I got permission the other day and they said it was fine to come back today, and we'll see what we get. Well, I've been here for like an hour and a half, and all I've dug is modern pennies, a couple Canadian pennies, but on this hole I finally got something a little bit old, and I got looks like an 1881 Indian head penny finally on the board. I don't know if there was fill put in this yard or not, but there's a lot of coins from the 60s and 70s, and a lot of shallow modern change, but finally on the board. I'll take it. I'm in the 1800s. All right, see you on the next. It's about 20 minutes later, and I got my second Indian from the same yard here, and it is 1907, which I think is the most common year, but 2 Indians, I'll take it. Just hoping for some silver in this era. Get back to you on the next. It's going to be an interesting hole, because first I pulled out this Dick Tracy badge, which I'm guessing Dick Tracy is from the 50s, but I'm not quite sure. It's a really cool little piece. So I stuck my pin pointer back in the hole, and believe it or not, there was an Indian in the same hole as that badge, and this obviously predates that. This is really crusty. I'll probably never get a date off of it, but just the fact that I was able to find that in the same hole with something from the 1950s is really cool. All right, guys, the hunt's turning out to be pretty fun. See you on the next. This hole looks like I dug a little Tootsie car, probably from the late 50s, early 60s. Probably, I think this is my second one in 2 days, but this one's pretty cool. I like digging them up. All right, guys, see you on the next. Guys, it's hard to see, but I think I just dug my 4th Indian head penny for the day, which is pretty cool. I've never had a 4 Indian day. Yeah, it's definitely an Indian. I can see the shield on top there. Give it a flip and barely see the Indian. Well, Lady Liberty, I should say. But when I get home, I'll clean it up and see what date we got. But that's 4 on the day. See you. All right, I'm back at a permission. It's a church that was originally built in 1840s. Eventually it did burn down and they rebuilt it in 29, but I'm doing the little walkway along the driveway. Got a 60 something signal, and I think I just got myself an Indian. It looks like an Indian. Yep, it's an Indian head penny. First hole was a wheat, second hole Indian. I was here the other day with my friend, and I got 4 silver coins and 4 pieces of silver jewelry. So I'm hoping that this place will pan out and get some more silver today, but I'll take an Indian head penny any day of the week. So, all right, if anything else pops up, I will sign back on. See you on the next. All right, guys, I'm back. It's like almost an hour later. All I've dug is modern change and some wheat cents, but I just dug this cool little US Navy pin. It's very tiny. I don't know what era it's from. I don't know what it's made out of, but I don't know. Looks really cool. All right, let me see. I'm using my GoPro, so I don't even know if I'm lining up or not, but looks pretty cool. All right, see you in a minute. A shallow quarter signal, and I just got this little medallion type thing. It says 50 on it, and I can't get the words off the other side. It's probably not that old, but I'll clean it up, and it definitely has words on it. I'll show it in a wrap-up. It's probably nothing special, but it's still pretty cool. All right, see you on the next. Guys, I finally hit silver. Looks like a Roosevelt dime. I knew there was more here. Looks like a 64. I think I just squeaked it in. Last year minted silver coins in the US. I'll check for a mark on the back later, but I'll take it. All right, see you on the next. Another hit next to the hole I just dug the dime. I'm gonna live dig it. It's kind of ringing high like a dime, silver. If I can even dig through the roots over here. But we'll see what happens. This one was ringing a little more shallow, so it might be just a penny. And we got another silver dime on the live dig. That's how it's done. Let's see what we got in this one. Must be another Roosevelt. Yep, another Rosie. This one is a 61. Oop, dropped it back in the hole. Of course I'd drop it back in the hole, right? Alright, that's 2 silvers in like 2 minutes. Alright, I'll see you on the next. Guys, I just had a deep quarter signal, and it turns out to be a silver Washington. It looks like 1948. I'll look for a mint mark later as I drop it again. But that's silver number 3 for the day. I'll take it. See you on the next. Alright guys, we're on a colonial farm right now in New Hampshire. There's a mountain in front of us, so I wanted to show everybody that view. So far all I've gotten is a junker ring. The farm dates back to the 1770s, and hoping we get some good relics today, so we'll get back to you on the next good dig. Switch to the other side of the field. My first swing, I got like a 6-inch mid-tone, and I just pulled out this chordal bell, guaranteed early 1800s, and I'm almost guaranteeing this thing will still chatter once I get the mud out of it, when I get it home and cleaned up. But that's fully intact. Beautiful. Alright, this might be promising that we move to the other field. Cameron's up there on the hill, and we're going to swing uphill and back downhill and see what else we can get. Alright, see you on the next. Guys, I'm going to do a live dig here. Haven't had many good signals out here in this field, but I'm almost wondering if it was done before. But this is a solid 85, 86 at about 6 inches deep. Let's see if we can get something good. Still in the hole. And she's out, and it looks like I got a large copper. I think I did it. Alright, let me wipe this off before it dries. But I think I got a large copper finally. Be something on it. Let's go. Yeah, this thing's wiped. And I think it's going to be a slicky. Well, alright, we'll take it though. Finally. We got something out here. Oh, I got a little bit of writing on the edge there. Oh, we'll clean it up later. Oh, wait a minute. I see a bust on there. And there's a date on the bottom right there. Too bad I can't tell what it is. Oh, we'll clean it up when we get home, and hopefully we get an ID on this thing. Alright guys, see you on the next. Guys, here I am at a library that was opened in 1890. I got full permission. I was here about an hour the other day, and basically got a couple wheat pennies and some Martin coins. A lot of shallow Martin coins, unfortunately, here, so it looks like I'm gonna have to sweep the area, try to dig all those shallow ones so I can get to the deeper ones, and I'm hoping that there might be some old silver in here or some cool stuff. It's a very small area, unfortunately, but
because of all the big signals, the shallow signals in there, it might be here for a while. So I did the church next door. That church produced about 7 or 8 silvers, and that one was built before this, so hopefully there is some cool stuff in the ground. It does look like they did some filling over the years, some topsoil and new sod or whatever else, but I'm gonna try to get those deep signals and see what we can get. All right, I'll see you on the first dig.
First good find here. Looks like a little pin. It could be military. It looks like it has an eagle on it, and it looks like it has a shield. And I think it's a pin. It looks like, yeah, it looks like a broken pin. But that's the first cool find. Everything I've gotten has been a shallow penny or dime. But again, I'm trying to dig everything and then re-scan the area that I just dug the shallow coin and see if there's anything deeper. But this is the first really good deep signal. This was about 6 inches down. I'll have to do some research and find out what it went to, but really cool. All right, see you later, guys. It looks like I just dug my first silver. I've done about 3/4 of this front yard. It's all been, again, all modern change, and I just popped out this deep, probably 7-8 inch silver quarter, 1935. Beautiful. I don't want to rub it too much, but I'm glad I hit something here finally. Beautiful coin. All right, guys, see you on the next. All right, guys, I just dug this little tiny coin thing here, and it has a face on the front. This thing was at least 6 inches down. No idea what it is. I'll have to clean it up when I get home. The back looks like it doesn't really have anything on it. It's probably nothing, but I saw the little bust of a face on the front, thought it was pretty cool. So see you on the next hole. Guys, I just dug this 6-inch little police button. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I don't even know if I'm lining up, but I'll show it in a wrap up. But this was like 6 inches down next to a dime. I dug the dime, put the plug back, scanned the hole again, and this was deeper than the dime. Always check your plugs, rescan. This is probably, I'm guessing, dating late 1800s to maybe, it's a 2-piece, so I'm guessing maybe up to 1930 maybe, but I don't know. I'll clean it up when I get home. There's a big P on there and some design on the outside. Looks like a cuff button. Shank still on there. Awesome find. All right, see you on the next. I'm back on my next hole here, and I just dug a ring. It looks like a junker. At first I thought it was a class ring, but it looks pretty nasty. Let's see what it is. Yeah, it's got like a little, looks like a glass stone in there. Looks like just crappy jewelry. And it looks like someone had wrapped something on the bottom of it to keep it on their hand. But again, when I get home, we'll clean it up and see exactly what it is. It ranked kind of high, so I don't think it's gold. I just think it's a junker. But still pretty cool. All right, see you on the next.